Today I am going to be showing you guys how to frost like a pro. Now guys, before we begin, first of all, here is a photo of the first cupcakes I ever piped. As you can see, not great. Now let me just give you a bit of a backstory of how I learnt to pipe. Some of you might know that I used to work in a cupcake bakery, and that's where I learned how to make cupcakes, how to frost cupcakes. So there's two types of people when it comes to frosting. There's the naturals and there's the people who need practice. I needed practice. I learned how to frost cupcakes. It took me about a month of just practicing every single day. Now in the bakery that we worked in, we had this huge bench that we all worked on. And at the end of the day, my friend or my boss at the time, Maggie, hey Maggie, she basically said to me, Nick, here's a frosting, start piping on the bench. And I would start from one end of the bench, work my way to the other side of the bench, keep going. Maggie would come along with a scraper, she'd be like, nah, yes, no, 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 yes. And that's how I learned to frost. Now, I'm not telling you guys that you need to get a big bench and start frosting on your parents' bench. I'm gonna show you guys how to frost like a pro and all of the tips and tricks that Maggie taught me when I was learning. So we're gonna begin with some of the tools and equipment we're gonna be using. Now, I get a lot of questions on how or what type of food gels I use for my buttercream frostings or my cakes. Now, I use two different types of brands. I use Americolor food gel and I also use Chef Master. It doesn't matter which brand you use, they're basically the exact same. Over here, I've got some of my American buttercream frosting recipe. You can find that on my website. I've just colored it different colors. So we got blue, green, purple, and pink. Now, obviously, to pipe cupcakes, we're gonna need some piping bags. I know you can pipe with Ziploc bags. It's not as good. You have less control with a Ziploc bag. These are really cheap. These are disposable piping bags. If you're like my mum, you wash them and use them again. I don't do that, but these are fairly inexpensive. Now, this is the most important part of frosting cupcakes, your piping tips. Now, I was just having a look through my piping tips drawer and I've probably got about 100 of these, but you don't need 100 piping tips to start off with. If you're just learning to pipe cupcakes, I probably recommend about 4 to 5 different tips, and it gives you so much range and so many opportunities and styles that you can do. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how to pipe, how to fill a piping bag, how to fit a piping bag with a fitted tip. Let's get stuck into it. So you're going to need some scissors for this. Now you want to make sure that you cut just below the bit where the piping tip kind of details are, not anything halfway or below that, because then you risk your piping tip actually popping out of your bag. So the best way to do that is pop your piping tip inside the bag. You're going to kind of guesstimate where to cut using that as a guide. You want to cut your bag at the end. You're going to bring your piping tip through, and that's how you fit a piping bag with a piping tip. The next step is how to fill a piping bag with frosting. Now, what I like to do is fold the top of the bag over and kind of cup it into one of my hands. Usually for me, I'm right-handed, so it's my left hand. I'm gonna use a scoop to scoop some of my frosting up, and we're gonna scoop that into my bag. Now, I'm just using my thumb to kind of scoop it off the spoon as I pull the spoon away. Once you've filled your piping bag up with the frosting, you want to twist the end nice and tight. Now I'm right-handed, so I'm going to use my right hand to kind of hold the end of my piping bag the same way that you would hold a ball. And we're going to use the other hand as a guide if you need to. Now, a common mistake that people make when they start frosting for the first time is to hold their bag on an angle. You actually get a much cleaner swirl when you're piping your frosting if you hold your piping bag straight. So you want to make sure that you are holding it straight. I'm just going to quickly go through my favorite or my top piping tips. And by tips, I mean the actual tips. So first one is an open star tip. So this one is a star tip, very similar to like a soft serve ice cream swirl that you see. That's the effect that you get from this piping tip. One of the most common ones as well is a round tip. So this one is just a large round tip. Now guys, I don't use any particular brands. I just kind of go off looks. You can get these tips in plastic as well and metal. Now this one here is one of my favorite piping tips. My actual favorite one is coming up next, but this one here is the French tip. I like to use this when I'm making Italian flavored cakes or French flavored cakes. It's a very classic star tip. Now this one actually has a lot more teeth than your open star tip, so you get a lot more grooves. Now the 1M tip is my favorite piping tip by far. You can get so many different styles from this piping tip, but it actually helps me achieve my signature swirl. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that now. So guys, I've got my beautiful vanilla cupcakes here. You can grab the recipe for that on my website. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the middle. That's where I like to start. And then we're going to go around. So we're going to kind of let it ruffle a little bit. As you go up, you want to make sure you're going a little bit inward just to kind of achieve that nice cone shape. And that is my signature swirl. Now the first one we're going to be making with the 1M tip is the rose swirl. So this one is actually super easy and it looks really pretty as well. So we're going to be starting off in the center. You want to hold your piping tip about 1 centimeter away from the cupcake and you want to swirl around from the center. When you get to the end, you want to gently tear away from the frosting. And that is the rose swirl. The next piping tip we're going to be using is the open star tip. So this is similar to the style that you see for soft serve ice cream, and it's a very common piping tip for swirls on cupcakes. We're going to start in the center and we're going to swirl around the cupcake once, then keep swirling on top of that until you work your way up to the top, going inward as you frost to get that nice cone shape again. And that is our open star tip. The next piping tip we're going to be using is our round tip. Now you can use this piping tip for lots of different styles, but today we're going to be using it to make a nice bulb shape. You want to hold your piping tip about 1 centimeter away from the cupcake, squeeze out holding it in place, and then gently lifting up as the frosting starts to fill out on the cupcake. When you've got your nice bulb shape, you want to give it a very small, gentle swirl at the top. And that is our bulb frosting. The last tip we're going to be using is our French tip. So you can do a number of styles with this one again. One of the frosting styles you can do with your French tip or any of the other tips is my double donut swirl. So we're going to start in the center. We're going to go around the cupcake once. And then you want to go directly on top of that. When you get to the end, you just want to gently tear away your piping tip from the frosting. And that is the double donut swirl. The last piping technique is the small bulb piping technique. So again, we're going to be using our French tip for this one, but you can use any tip for this technique. So you want to hold your piping tip about 1 centimeter away from your cupcake, gently squeeze out the frosting, just to make a small bulb shape, and then stop squeezing and pull away from the cupcake. Now the cool one about this one is we can stack these on top of each other. And that is our small bulb technique. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope I taught you just a little bit or just encourage you guys to get into your kitchen and start practicing. God knows I needed it in the beginning, so find out who you are. If you're a natural, awesome, lucky you. If you're not, you're like me, you just need a little bit of practice, which is fine. Now, if you want to grab the recipes I use in this video, my vanilla cake and my buttercream recipe, you'll find that on my website, scranline.com. Links for those are in the box below. Now, if you want to see more of these frosting tip videos, let me know in the comments down below, or if there's any other type of videos you want me to make, let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed watching this video, hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next episode of the Scran Line.